Yo, 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 how we all doing? Let's get this party started, right? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thursday. We got a lot to talk about today for sure. I'm gonna kind of try to just go along because we don't want to waste a lot of time. Today was a holiday, so happy Veterans Day to all the veterans, right? So that's why we didn't see too much volume. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a couple things like the future plans of the channel. You know what's next, and then we're gonna go over some stocks like Lucid, AMC, Bitfarm, and Loopring, the crypto, right? Real quick, kind of just to update everybody and see what happened today in the market. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give you also three strategies, just simple strategies if you're just looking to get into the market and you're like, well, how do I play this or whatever. I'm just going to give you a rundown real quick on some strategies that I've used in the past. And then yeah, so the future plans for the channel is I want to eventually start live streaming the market, right? So in order to do that, YouTube doesn't give you the access right away. You actually have to have 1,000 subscribers or more, right? So we're working towards that goal. Shout out to all 35 subscribers. I really thank you guys for hitting that button. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's get to the other part of the video I want to talk about. Let's go over these three strategies that we got cooking over here. All right. So I'm not an artist by no means. I sketched this out on a whiteboard app right here. So let me pop it up for you guys. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here. That way I know that the little corner is in the way if I do the full screen. All right, so check this out. So we got three investment strategies. And if at any point you need to stop and pause it, that's totally fine. Okay, but you basically have three examples here. So we have a low risk, a medium risk, and a high risk strategy. Okay, so it's just, for example, just to say you have $1,000 and you're ready to invest it, and you're like, well, how do I get into it? What am I gonna buy? What am I gonna do? Right. So you're gonna check this out. The way I've done it is 60%. If you just want a low risk, you would do 60% in blue chip stocks, okay? And that's like an Apple, right? Something that's pretty secure. That's considered a blue chip. And then you have growth stocks, you would do 30%. And then you have value stocks, which you would do 10%. So a growth stock is something like Lucid, I would say, right? So it's in the beginning stages, it's getting ready to grow. And then a value stock would be something that maybe went on sale, okay? Like, I don't know, maybe the cruise lines or the planes, right? The airlines, right? So you see that they went on sale because of what we're all going through and getting through. Okay, so just those, that's what those are. And then an example two would be same, they're all with $1,000. It's just that you depends how you move and what you invest in, right? In order to manage your risk. Okay, so a medium risk, you would do 10% in growth stocks, 60% in blue chips, and then 30% in value stocks. All right, that gives you a little more risk and more reward, right? So the more risk, the more reward. That's how the payment works for the stock market. Pretty much, you make money on risk, right? So the third one is going to be a high risk, right? So you're like, okay, I really want to maybe triple this money or something like that down the road, right? If I can. So that you would do a high risk. So you would do 10% in blue chip, 30% in growth, and then 60% in value stocks. Okay. So again, if you just need to pause that and go over that, look over it a couple times to understand it. Again, I just sketched this out, but it's just three simple investment strategies. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about Lucid first. I'll bring up the numbers real quick. And again, I'm just going to kind of summarize today. We'll do a quick one today. Nothing major happened that I saw. But it was nice to see green, right? Finally. Because after all that red yesterday was a bloodbath, man. Let's go and press play. Okay, so today Lucid had a green day. The volume was 69 million. The average is 45 million, so above average, which is good. The stock price went up to 44.70 from 40.79. That's a 10% gain. That's nice to see, right? On a day like this where not a lot of volume, I would say. Shares left to borrow is 4 million right here, and the fee is 0.64, okay? Same strategy. Whole Lucid has begun making deliveries, and watch out for the shorts. They still have ammo, but we do have the earnings report coming here soon, okay? Let me see if I believe I have some news articles just to go over. Oh yeah, I remember what it is. So it's actually an analyst that came out with a price target. So we'll go right here, look at this real quick. So the analyst rates Lucid stock a buy and doubled his price objective to $60, right? So right now Lucid is trading at, this is in the after hours, okay? So it's trading at 44.59. He's giving it he's saying it's going to go to at least $60, okay? And here's the article that I pulled it from. So Investors Business Daily. Lucid could be poised to double because its shares edge with Tesla. Okay, we've been talking about it on the channel. Been saying that's direct competitors with Tesla. And then we got the chart. If you see, there's a lot going on here. Everything is there for a reason. Again, once you learn how to chart, you do need to pay attention and put all this into it. Okay. This has helped me from the past. So where I got these price lines over here, right, was from the past. Okay. And then I just extended it over, and now with this new price action and where it's trading at now is how I've been charting it. Okay, so I still have this Fibonacci extension up. We're gonna actually zoom in closer. So as you can see, it's been on that uptrend. It came back down. This was yesterday, right? We were talking about it. Came, just bounced perfectly. Wow, look at that. Who would have thought, right? The Fibonacci right here is telling you at 38.95 it bounced and it went back up. Okay, and now we're showing that this is actually support right now because it broke through and we are here now. I expect, of course, Lucid to keep powering through, keep going. It's gonna go hopefully higher. I would say at least $50 or so is my prediction, my opinion, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. If it breaks this support line, then it's going to come back down and it's going to test this area again around the $40. But we seem to have been forming support here. We already got support here, confirmation. We got confirmation again. That's a double bottom, right? And now we're going back up. So we just need the volume to come in. Although tomorrow is Friday, we tend to see less volume on Fridays. All right. Okay, next, let's just go over Bitfarms real quick. Not much going on here. Today Bitfarm was in the green. The volume was 7.4 million. The average is 6 million, above average volume today. The stock price went to 808 from 789. That was a 2% gain. Shares left to borrow 1.6 million, and the fee is at 4.73. Okay, guys. Hold for now as long as crypto keeps moving up. A lot of power moves in crypto right now. The earnings are on the 16th. Okay, so we'll look forward to that. Let me see the article. I believe no, we don't have any news articles today on Bitfarm. So I just wanted to update you just real quick on the price action. We can definitely, yes, this is what I want to do is look at the graph here, the chart. So remember, we've been watching it, right? So we saw this uptrend, we saw this reversal, and now it's coming back down. Okay, so most likely, it's still trading here. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Hey, it might come down and test this area. Okay, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna extend these lines here. Remember, we drew these a couple episodes ago. So now I'm gonna do is just extend it all the way over and see if it'll bounce off of that, right? It can act as a support. So we'll leave that. And if it breaks that, then we have this one down here. And I'll just extend it over. Cool. Okay. So just remember, we made this power move, had to reach the top. It's gonna come down a little bit, find the support, and then hopefully launch off of that. Okay. You never know, big news could come out, or maybe next week, with the earnings and all that information, we could see some action there. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. If it's bearish, okay, but I'm bullish, right? So I'm looking for it to go up. If it's bearish, it's gonna come down, guys, and it's gonna come test all these levels. Okay, so there's a reason again why all these blocks are here, and why I draw the trend lines. Okay, those are just trend lines that we like to follow. All right, that's all I got on that. So let's go over AMC real quick. All right, cool. There's the summary. So AMC was in the green today, right? That's good to see. And this is why it's important to use your investing strategies and to diversify as well, because all of those were green today, so luckily they all worked together and my value went up a little bit. Okay, so volume was 30 million, still way under the average, which I'm loving. I'm telling you, how do you cover 100 million shares with only 30 million volume? And remember, volume is buys and sells, so they wouldn't even have the option to cover those shares right now, right? There's no way, there's no volume. It would take them days right now to cover. So the stock price went up to 39.39. I did see it bust through 40 a couple times, but it didn't quite hold it. Okay, but it did go up 3.06%. They have about 2.5 million shares left to borrow for tomorrow. That's their ammo that they used to short us with, right? And then the fee is at 0.58%. Okay, we're not gonna go over the Stonko tracker today. We're gonna go head over to, although I did notice that oh, actually, let me show it to you real quick because I do have it here. So what I want to point out here in the Stonko tracker is this part right here. So they're actually shorting less, right? So there's this article that came out today saying how much short sellers have actually lost between GameStop and AMC. And look at this, right? So it's getting smaller. So that means they're actually shorting less of the, and that also has to do with the volume, right? It has been very low volume. So how are they going to short all that with no volume, right? So if we go over here, I got AMC, and this is what I hate, right? Like if you just search AMC news, look, it's all the same crap, the same turd, same just headline, right? We already knew that he was going to sell the shares, so it's not new news to us, right? But the way they're just pushing that's the only thing they got from the earnings call, which had so many positive things, right? And it had the new news and how they're changing the business model and all that stuff, and how they're gonna start accepting crypto, and this is all they talk about is how he's selling shares. Wow. So back to what I was saying about GameStop. Check this out. So read this section. However, while activity in the period became muted early late October, somewhat muted, the next 7 days saw short sellers of both camps resume taking heavy losses. The GameStop and AMC short sellers had lost 6.18 billion and 3.37 billion by the end of trading in October 26th. By the end of trading in November 4th, these losses had extended to 6.51 billion and 3.69 billion, right? So it's talking about GameStop and AMC. Now, if you want to go check this out, here's the link. It came out today, actually. So GameStop, AMC short sellers lose more than 10 billion as the year ends. I love it. I love it. Right. So I think that has to do with the correlation to them shorting a little bit less. Okay. So now next we're just gonna catch up real quick on Loopring. All right, so we can get out of here. And let me pull up. It's actually all in the Google right here. So we can go ahead and look at the chart. You know what, guys? I did forget one thing. I know you guys want to see this real quick. It's about AMC. So what we're gonna do, since I already got confirmation, right, that it's not gonna make. I found the top right here is what I mean right here. See, so I'm gonna move this trend line. And I'm gonna bring it down because we found the top. Okay. So I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. Maybe on the 1 hour. All right, technical difficulties. All right. We are going to move this down right here. Perfect. To the top. Okay. The top of the candle. And then you zoom in. And we can tell. Okay. Perfect. Got it here at the top. So it's playing the chart, right? I'm not going to get too deep into this. There is a lot of people covering the charts. One of my favorite dudes on YouTube right now covering is David Marino Jr. And he covers all this. Okay. But it's following that crazy pattern that everyone's copy pasting that we should see the next leg up. Okay, so what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna leave this here for tomorrow, and then we'll go over it tomorrow. Okay. so we can find the bottom. But we have the Fibonacci, we have the supply zones, and remember, it's out of this triangle already. Okay, it's out of the zone, so we are looking for that next blast off. Okay, which is up here. I can zoom out a little bit. Remember, so we want to see some price action in these levels. Okay, that's what we're looking for in AMC. Okay, so back to Loopring. Check this out. I know there's a lot going on with Loopring. I covered the basics yesterday, but what I want to talk about is this thing is still moving. What you have here, what I think is a George W, right? The pattern right here. So you got the W forming. That's a bullish pattern. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we keep an eye on that. But yeah, I'm still buying what I can. I bought a little bit more today. And here's some price predictions. Okay, so how high can it go? Again, it's just talking about the run. What I really like is that it's low cost and high efficiency. So it does have a purpose, guys. Okay, the more I learn about it, the more I like it. The Loopring network provides a service that is broadly appealing to a DeFi audience. Loopring offers a suite of products located on the Ethereum network. It utilizes layer 2 scaling in order to create user-facing DeFi products like decentralized exchanges or crypto payment systems. So the whole idea is going to be an NFT marketplace, okay? And here's what I really want you guys to pay attention to. So late in October, rumors began surging around Loopring and a potential partnership with GameStop. GME bulls have been speculating over a pivot by the company toward the non-fungible token market. Given the industry's huge popularity, while some savvy GME bulls and crypto fans are in firm belief that Loopring will be the partnership in GameStop with the NFT venture. Okay, so it'd be a partnership, guys. GameStop and Loopring, okay, partnering to do this. The speculation is backed by a mention of GameStop and Loopring protocols. Okay, so yes, the rumor, it's still in play. No need to panic with Loopring. We're still waiting on the news. Okay, if that news comes out, then we see some rockets. All right. And then check this out. So again, I'll put their link right here. This is like their homepage. Security, high throughput, and low cost. Okay, based on the Ethereum network. Okay, so it's going to help Ethereum. It's going to make Ethereum better, right? It's another layer of protection. That's why I'm all about this. Okay. And yeah, that's all I got for this part. You know, just to say thank you for everything. And again, we're trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so I can start live streaming the markets and we can start live charting and things like that. I just don't have the access to do it through YouTube right now, but I know we'll get there one day, guys. Okay, all right, peace out, guys. See ya.